Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. What you are looking at right here is a replica of a letter from an Illuminati, a real Illuminati member in 1780 by the name of Bader to none other than Benjamin Franklin. And we'll show you the translation of this letter in English in just a few moments. And what he wanted is he wanted to see if they could set up a colony in the United States of America for the Illuminati. They called the United States Elysium, which wasn't that in Greek mythology on the westernmost isles? And you had to cross a river, I can't remember, was it Thanos or something, to go to Elysium, the Elysium Fields. That's where all the good people got to go, and then the bad people went to Hades with Pluto and all of that. I can't remember all that. I could almost care less in a sense. But this is just fascinating because, I've done some videos on when the Illuminati wrote John Adams, the same question that, and then George Washington's interactions with the Illuminati by that Baptist minister sent him proofs of a conspiracy by Robeson, who was this incredible scholar from Scotland, Robeson was, and how George Washington said, I know the Illuminati's in America, but I don't think it's that big in all of this. And then the great Illuminati scare with Samuel Morse and Timothy Dwight, Jonathan Edwards' grandson, president of Yale, fighting against the Illuminati in the 1796 or 8 election or 1800 election. It was Adams versus Jefferson. And they accused Jefferson basically of being Illuminati. And then you had Thomas Jefferson talking about Weishaupt and saying that he seemed to be a pretty good guy and all of this. And the Clintonian faction of the Bavarian Illuminati, of the Colombian Illuminati or something like that, because they used to call America Columbia. That's where we get the District of Columbia, because, America is referred to the whole continent. And this type thing. So it's pretty fascinating that, and this is real, this is not like conspiracy theory, even though it's on Terry Melanson's conspiracyarchive.com. Melanson is a historian of first rate, and he doesn't feel like the Illuminati is still in existence. He says that it died in the mid-1790s. And he has written that book, Perfectibilis, is probably the most comprehensive look in English at the Illuminati. But I'm just bringing this out because they wrote Franklin, and they actually wrote the Continental Congress as well, but we don't have records of that. We have records that it was evidently sent, but we don't have that. But we do have Adams's letter, which I could show you. It's right here. And Adams's reply. This is Bader's letter to John Adams. And this is on Scribd, Academia Scribd. And then Adams replied and said, well, everybody does the freedom of conscience, because their big deal was they wanted to make sure they had unalienable rights and not rights given to them by the government. This is what the Illuminati wanted to know. So this is their letter to Adams, and then also you can look at Adams's reply as well. I'll show you the article this all comes from. It's an article like Terry Melanson is interviewing Joe Wage's interview, Illuminati primary source material. Excellent article. And it was about Better Than Horace, which he has found a copy of. Now, I think that's available. See, that Clintonian faction of the Colombian Illuminati or whatever. See, I've got a copy. He's talking about, man, I finally found a copy. I'm like, I have a copy from years ago that I got off Amazon. And same way with Better Than Horace. I've seen it on Amazon and eBay. I think I don't have a copy of that. I don't think. It's always been on the hit list. Never had enough money to get it. So, that's just fascinating stuff. separating fact from fiction. Of course, the Illuminati existed and all this. And this was just a great article. But the main point is I never realized they sent a letter to Ben Franklin as well. But see, you have to remember, Franklin and Adams, hadn't they been ambassadors to France? And so they both knew about kind of these radical movements, even though the Illuminati was in Bavaria, originally known as the Perfectibilist. So, God bless. Talk with you later. Just love Jesus. Amen.